Up with KREM begins now.
On this Feel Good Friday. Thanks for waking up with us here on the show. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Nicole Hernandez. And you know who else is excited about Friday? Meteorologist Thomas Patrick.
This
I
guy.
just saw him go, woo! Thomas, what's this Friday look like weather-wise?
Yeah, so today and this weekend, good news, less fog overall, but we're not completely out of the woods just yet. But we are seeing plenty of improvements, even leading into 5 and 6 a.m. A lot of our dense fog advisories are canceled, but not all of them. I'll highlight them if they're a little bit hard to see on your screen. It's kind of this region that is near Moscow and Lewiston. Those spots are still under dense fog advisories. Now, the Lewiston observation just came back, and it's actually reporting some pretty fine visibilities as well. 8-mile visibility there. Pullman has 2-mile visibility. It's just Spokane International Airport and the West Plains of Spokane that actually has the worst of it, but we usually don't use the whole Spokane County dense fog advisory for just the airport being foggy. So verbal mention there, you'll encounter some dense fog in that region, but it's way more patchy compared to everywhere else.
Thank you, Thomas. Taking a live look at traffic now at I-90 and Sullivan this morning, where you can see things actually looking pretty good. We're not nearly as foggy in this area as we were yesterday morning, and we're not seeing any major backup or congestions at this point. We'll let you know how traffic looks every 30 minutes here on Up with KREM. We do want to get to breaking news, though, right now. Fire crews are cleaning up after responding to a fire call at a warehouse in Spokane Valley. In the last 10 minutes, workers were allowed to go back into the building. This is a live look here from that area where still a few fire trucks there waiting to be released. Firefighters responded to the warehouse near Trenton, Argonne at about 4:30 this morning. Our photographer was there and says he didn't see any flames. We'll keep you updated as soon as we get any more information about what happened. The Spokane City Council voted to accept a $1 million grant from the Department of Justice.
During a special meeting, the City Council voted 5-2. The grant will go to hiring more police officers, but it does come with conditions. Some of the biggest concerns council members had with the grant was they thought they would be committing fraud because one of the requirements will require them to turn over immigration status records to the federal government.
There is this idea that somehow this makes us immigration officers, or we become under the heel of the federal administration, and we'll have to do things that are against our values and against the values of the Spokane community. And that is absolutely not true. This grant changes none of that.
Chief Hall says the new officers will help crack down on gun violence and improve community policing strategies. He also assured the council if another executive order is passed that Spokane does not comply with, his department is prepared to potentially pay back the money and absorb those costs. The city of Spokane will also have to match 25% of the $1 million being awarded.
The full Washington State Senate will now hear the bill to ban law enforcement from wearing face coverings. 27 state senators sponsored the bill, including Senator Marcus Riccelli, who is the representative of the Spokane area. The bill would not be for officers who are undercover or SWAT officers wearing protective gear. Senators who support the bill say they want to increase safety and transparency, and it's not just for immigration enforcement. Opponents, though, say the bill overlooks the officer's safety in the line of duty.
Another bill up for debate in Olympia would set new minimum requirements for anyone running for sheriff in Washington. Senate Bill 5974 would add new requirements for elected sheriffs and appointed police chiefs, including expanded background checks, minimum experience standards, and oversight by the State Criminal Justice Training Commission. Supporters say the bill would improve accountability and professionalism, while opponents argue it would take away decision-making powers from voters.
If somebody runs against me, for example, if I'm not doing a proper job for my county, I can be ousted out of my office by someone that the constituents believe is more qualified or will do a better job. There is a process here that already exists.
State Senator John Lovick is the chief sponsor and a former county sheriff and state trooper himself. He says that's not the case.
When the sheriffs really think about it, and they needed to speak today, but I think they're going to look at this and say, isn't this what we are about? Aren't we about accountability?
Senate Bill 5974 is currently in committee. A similar proposal, House Bill 1399, was introduced last year but did not advance out of committee.
A Rathdrum woman was attacked by a dog over the weekend. Her name is Amanda Morton, and she had to actually have emergency surgery after this attack. Rathdrum police say the attack happened last Saturday, and now Amanda is recovering. Right now, Rathdrum police are investigating what happened. Heads up in Spirit Lake, there have been more vehicle thefts and home burglaries in the area recently. The police department says, remember, lock your cars and your homes. The police department is also asking anybody who sees anything suspicious to report it. Let's take a quick live look right now over Lumen Field. Big game tomorrow night for our Seahawks. Some bad news this morning. The Hawks listed Sam Darnold as questionable because he has an oblique injury. He said he tweaked it during a throwing drill. But no worries, Darnold said there is a very low chance that he will miss Saturday's game. And a brand new exhibit is coming to Spokane this weekend. If you are a Lego fan, you are going to love what's on display at the Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture.
Oh, it's so cool. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones live for us this morning. So Brandon, tell us more about what we can find down at the MAC. Good morning.
Good morning, Tim, Nicole. Brick by brick. We build this brick by brick. That's what we're talking about this morning. A great exhibit. We've got Christian Gill here, and so cool, man. Thank you so much for showing. Look at, can we talk about, this is what he's created. Look at this. This is the St. John's Cathedral. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
St. John's Cathedral as you make your way down the hill. And what does this mean to you, just being able to have this opportunity to display it? And we'll ask also just what went into bringing this to life.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a massive project. It took over 150 hours of work, about 25 to 30,000 pieces, and
wow,
just a tenacious spirit to get it done. Yeah, it was quite a project, but honestly, at the end of the day, it was just so cool to be able to work with the church itself, get the tours I needed, get the information I needed, meet the people I needed, and just to be able to get it done and get it done the right way, you know, according to how I felt it should be done and how they thought it should be done as well.
Well, I think what's really cool about this too, I was asking you earlier this morning, there's no layout for this. You don't have like a template, I guess, to follow. This is all just pieces that come together.
All organic,
That is something else. And then what does it mean just to be able to kind of have this space here at the MAC to be able to display and to show off this work with other, you know, Lego architects like yourself?
Right. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Yeah, this is my first public build, as you'd call it. This is my first time doing anything of the sort, and just being able to have the experience being a Lego architect, having something in the museum and being next to these other great builds that you can see here it's an awesome experience, and
this is really awesome. So thank you so much, Christian, just for talking with us. Also a new father as well, so congratulations on that. And come out this weekend, things opening up here at the Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture. Come check it out for yourself. Thanks. We'll toss it back to you in the studio.
That was marvelous. We were just gonna ask how many Lego pieces it was, and then they said 25 to 30,000. Really incredible stuff. As for our weather this morning, there is some patchy dense fog, especially for western Spokane County, our normal trouble spots, if you will. But it is looking a little bit easier to navigate today compared to yesterday. So I do think that we're gonna be less inconvenienced weather-wise, but it's still gonna be about just as cold, with high temperatures only in the mid-30s today.
Two local kids are rolling over the competition in a new Food Network show. So Macy and Emmett Sheets are competing on the new season of Baking Championship Next Gen. This week, they stopped by the KREM 2 studios.
We have Macy and Emmett here with us, and they are baking stars. So first off, Macy, Emmett, tell us what show you guys were on.
We were on Baking Championship Next Gen.
What does that mean? What did you guys have to do?
So it's a competition for 12 sibling bakers, like in teams. And so this is our team. And we're the Wild Whisks. Yes, that's our team name.
Wild Whisks, that's so cute.
Okay, keep drawing.
Okay, so I seriously had so much fun hanging out with these two and decorating some cupcakes. You can check out our interview tomorrow morning on Up with KREM. It is streaming on KREM 2 Plus from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We hope you'll join us.